What's good, YouTube? It's Barren, Nino back with the Unlucky Bros and King Flames the third.
Hey, how you doing?
We coming back with the other deck profile that I promised you like 10 minutes ago. This is Lunalight that's coming from the match that we had. Link can comment and subscribe below. Smash that like button. I want to at least get 500 likes for this video. I know that. Matter of fact, that's too much.
Yeah,
At least 50. Give me 50 likes. That's all I ask
That's
for.
still a stretch, but we can try.
We can try. 50 likes is all I want. Okay, so if anybody don't know, Lunar Lights is like a deck based around animals that's from the moon. And they can fuse and summon themselves with each other to make an even stronger being. So that being said, they've had little support come out recently, and they have more support coming out in February. I'm telling you, when the new Lunalight support comes, I'm riding a nut wave all the way to Walmart. I'm not playing. I'm going to go buy packs to go get ready for this deck. This is not the finalized build. This is the finalized build before the new support has come out. When new support comes out, I'm going to test. So you about to be my donkey mule for my little test playing thing. I want you to understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's get into the deck profile. All right, so you play 3 Collider Chick. Now, basically, Collider Chick is a fusion tag for Lunalight monster. So when she's normal, when she's basically normal special summon, well, it doesn't really happen on the summon. You can activate the effect as Foolish Burial, either a monster from the deck or a monster from the extra deck to the graveyard, and its name becomes that name while it's on the field. That's kind of busted. So back in the day, before we got Collider Chick, you literally had to main deck fusion tag. But guess what? Because we still made that fusion tag, because then you got 6 fusion tags in your deck instead of just 3.
Oh boy.
All right, and you play 3 Blue Cat. This is my favorite card of the whole deck because 1, it floats. 2, when it's special summoned to the field, you can target a Lunalight monster and double its attack to the end phase. So that being said, this card is busted. And there's like a little loop between this card and White Tiger where you can keep putting them back and forth on the field, and your opponent cannot get to your life points and they get frustrated. Then I play Black Sheep. So many people have abused the fact that this card can add polymerization. Zodiacs. Dinosaur Zodiacs. Dino Zoo. Whatever you want to call it. They've used this card to abuse the fact that you could add Fusion Substitute, which is treated as poly, in the deck. And able to summon Northern, rest in peace, to be able to do more stupid plays. But this card can add, in the Lunalight deck, it has more viable uses. You can discard this card to add poly, and you can also use this card, you can discard it to add a Lunalight monster from your graveyard to your hand if you need to do that. So, and it's not once per turn, you just cannot add itself. That's the only issue. Actually, none of them are once per turn except for Collider Chick, really. Like Crimson Fox, I guess. Speaking of Crimson Fox, here comes her appearance. Basically, if you use polymerization or send it to the grave with any card effect, so let's say I send her to the grave with Collider Chick's effect, because it was sent there because of a card effect, I can target a monster on your field and make the attack become 0. And its graveyard effect is, if your opponent targets a Lunalight monster, I can banish it from the grave, negate it, and both players gain 1,000. So, hey, I just helped us both out. You know, so why you don't even look at me and make the stank face? You know what I'm saying? I helped you out. And back to Collider Chick, I forgot. If that card is banished, you can't activate anything during the battle phase. I'm a terrible person. Yes. Now, Tiger. These are, like, unlike the other Lunalight monster, these are actually pendulums. Do you ever pendulum something in this deck? I think I got the opportunity like once or twice in the last 2 years to actually do it, so you don't really need to. But this card is busted. So basically, this card and Wolf are the only light attributes, so of course you could play a little darkness in this deck. This card in the Pendulum scale is a Monster Reborn. You basically target Lunalight in the graveyard and special summon it back to the field. Its effects negated and gets destroyed during the end phase. Oh yeah, look at me, I'm going to special summon Blue Cat back to the field. Once it dies, I'm going to summon another monster. Cool. But if this card is destroyed while it's on the field, you can target Lunalight monster in the graveyard. Doesn't matter which one it is. And special summon it to the field. So, it's a Monster Reborn on the field and in the Pendulum scale. So, which one do you think is more busted? The whole card itself. I played at 2 because you really use it. You used to play it at 3 because of names. But now you don't need to.
You know what's busted? These turtle.
Ew. Okay, Wolf. I laugh because, like, this deck, is like the counter argument to heroes because like they actually have to use Miracle Fusion. We have a card that let us Miracle Fusion from the Pendulum Scale. So that being said, that's busted. And when this card is on the field, if any Lunalight monster attacks a defense monster gets piercing damage. That's kind of busted. So if you got an opponent that got a bunch of defense over there and you make a 7,000 Leo and they could do piercing damage, it's just like, well, I just lost that. So it's really good. I play one fucking white rabbit. My friends have made the joke because it has the hammer. I don't even want to talk about it. But anyways, triggered. This card is normal summon. You can special summon. And Monster Reborn is a monster on the summon from the graveyard. And it has a giant Trunade effect. But it's not just sets. If you could bounce back the number of spells and charge your opponent controls up to the number of Lunalight monsters you control, counting itself. So if you have 3 Lunalights and they got 3 back row, you just bounce everything back. So you ain't really worried about back row.
Bouncy.
You play that one because you don't really need it no more because this deck is like speed turbo on trying to kill your opponent. It's Leo turbo basically. And I play one butterfly. This card you could discard it from your hand and make it and target a Lunalight on the field, make it gain 1,000. Or you can send it from the field to the graveyard and target a Lunalight to make it gain 1,000. And in the graveyard, you could banish it from the graveyard to special a Lunalight monster from your hand. So that's busted. I play it at 1 because it's searchable. And you can send it with Collider Chick if you honestly need to. Because let's say you have a cat in hand, you can send that to the graveyard Collider Chick since you already have the materials to make Leo. Make Leo, banish Butterfly, special summon cat, target Leo, 7,000 attack. Alright. 2 Summon the Monks. Basically, you play a bunch of spells in here, so the whole point is to get Collider Chick on the field and be able to fusion tag your way into Leo first turn. Or whatever turn you need to. So, I mean, like, they can ask you, Effect Veiler, yada, yada, yada. But, fun fact. If you ever want to play against Layer Dark, just play this because they can't tribute it.
Ha, very funny.
Alright, on to the spells. Standard, believe it or not, they're all Beast Warriors. So that being said, I play 3/5 Mission Tanky. Only one that's not searchable is Wolf. I play 3 Lunalight Perfume. This is called as a Searcher and a Monster Reborn.
Do you smell something? I smell that Lunalight perfume.
Okay, anyways. This card, excuse me. This card can Monster Reborn any Lunalight card basically in the graveyard, except for like the fusion that say it cannot be special by other ways, which really sucks. They shouldn't even have a restriction on Lunalights. But I'm glad they did because they didn't. This deck probably would have been tier 1. But anyways, and you can discard a card from your hand and banish this card, and you can search for any Lunalight card in your deck. So that being said, you can search Wolf off that. Fool's Berry Goods, because this card basically says dump perfume into the grave and get a free search. That's all it is. It's just a rota for this deck anyways. Then of course, 3 Poly. I used to play 2 Poly, 1 Fusion Substitute because you know they have the rule you can't play both. You only can play like 3. So if you have 2 Polys, it has to be 1 Fusion Substitute, 2 Fusion Substitutes in the Poly. You can't have 3 Polymerization and Fusion Substitute. That sucks. Because it's always treated as polymerization.
I want a cracker.
Probably want some of your mama's sweet ass. But anyways,
Okay.
I play the card that he really hates, Mind Control.
Huh.
Because in this deck, if I can take your fucking monster and I can use it for my fusion material. Everybody knows what it does, but the reason I play that because I combo with this Fusion Tag card made for elemental heroes. So basically, I take your monster, I make it turn into any one of my monsters in the extra deck, and I activate polymerization to fuse my monster with yours, and make a big monster, and just start swinging. I play 2 Allure Darkness, and then Monster Reborn. I don't play any traps. I used to play the Lunalight trap, but I don't play it anymore. That one allows you when a card you control is destroyed, you can search two Lunalight monsters from the deck. Alright, so for the extra deck, the best card in the extra deck is Lunalight Leo Dancer.
Oh my goodness.
This card is busted. If this card battles, its base attack is 3,500. When this card battles, not if it's attack, not if you attack, if it battles, blow up all special summon monsters your opponent controls. And it cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And it can make 2 attacks in the battle phase. Does not say on monsters, so it can swing twice. This card is retarded. It's basically a Cleefort Tower. Then I play 3 Cat. This is the weakest one out of the bunch, but it cannot be destroyed by battle. It has an effect when you contribute another Lunalight monster on the field before the battle phase, and you can make it attack all your opponent's monsters. And the first time it dies, it does not. Now it's just kind of stupid because like the fact that this card says that any monster that attacks the first time does not die. You can combo this card with Crimson Fox, make the monster 0, and you can hit it the first time, and it does not die the first time it gets hit. And you can hit it again. And when it swings, your opponent gets burned for 100 points of damage. So it's not that bad. It's actually okay. If you're in a pickle, you can basically just put it in defenses and sit on it. Now, for the last one, I played 2 Panther Dancer. I used to play it at 3. There's no point to play it because you're not even really using Panther Dancer anymore. You could summon Panther Dancer and combo it off of with, Crimson Fox. Same thing. But the only thing that's different with this card is when it attacks a monster, this one can't be destroyed by card effects. When this card attacks a monster, it's not destroyed. It's not an activated effect. But when it does destroy a monster, it gains 200. So it just continuously gets stronger each time you poke at another monster. So basically, you use this for your fusion tag, or you can use it for Collider Chick. Only thing different between Collider Chick and fusion tag, Collider Chick sends, fusion tag does not. Most of the time, you're only going to need 2 copies because you only need to go into 2 Leos. And if you do have to use a 3rd Leo, most of the time you can basically Miracle Fusion the other one out of the grave because most of the time you're using Poly because you can be basically at it. Well, that's the end of deck profile for Lunalight. So make sure you smash the like button, comment, subscribe below, and we got another video coming very soon. I said we was going to spam today. We are going to play ABCs versus whatever deck he's playing.
It's a surprise.
Whatever he decides he want to play against ABCs, that's what we're going to play.
Well, we'll see you next time. Links will be in the description below, and you know the deal. We'll see you
Shout
next
out
time.
to Itachi's World, and they call me Dirt for a reason.
Derpy! I don't know why I keep doing that. It's his fault. All right.